Question: what is one of the most memorable experiences you've had with a plant or with teaching? I'm going to say just with teaching, I have found such a passion watching others be inspired with herbs. When I see someone's face light up when they make their first tincture, or they strain their first oil and make a salve and see the process, or they come back and say, hey, that skull cap really worked, I feel like less anxious, and it really helped me with that big test or presentation I had last week. That's what fills my cup up. That's what gets me excited about life. And so for every round of students that I have had, I just love seeing them grow and seeing what they do in the world. And so in the last few years, Crystal Stevens and I co-founded the Tend and Flourish School here in St. Louis, Missouri. Traditionally, there's not too much herbal education in this area. Besides, Cheryl's Herb Shop was actually one of the main places that you could find herbal education and information. And so once we started launching programs and classes, it was just amazing to see how excited people were to have something close by that they could access this information. Because of course you can go online, you can watch videos, you can read books, you can try and experiment at home, but there's nothing quite like personal instruction, one-on-one with a teacher, seeing the teacher make a preparation, then being able to do it yourself, feeling the herbs, smelling the herbs, tasting them. That's where you learn. And that's how you grow as an herbalist. So for me, just seeing how the students get so excited about that is what makes me happy. Another memorable experience for me is my time with the Columbine School of Botanical Studies. I was fortunate enough to have 3 different teachers, and when I took the program, there was Howie Brownstein, Stephen Yeager, and Heron Bray. And being out in the woods with them is just, it's not only fun, exciting, thrilling, you're laughing, you're having a good time. It literally changed my life. And even now as an instructor for the Columbine School, it still continues to change my life. I have extremely profound experiences being out in the woods with the students, things that as a student you don't necessarily have the awareness or are able to focus on. And I'll give you an example with that. And that's because when you're first learning herbs, it's so overwhelming, there's so many things going on. And then once you've gotten that foundation and maybe you've gone through training and now you're teaching, it's kind of a different, you're peeling off the onion layers. And so some of the experiences I've had out in the woods of connecting with wildlife, where the students may not necessarily even know that they're there, where I know there's some deer or some birds that are hanging out, watching us, spending time with us. Those are really special experiences to me. There are memories of being in, because with the Columbine School, we go out and hike to not totally remote places, but we're off trail and we're in beautiful places. And just even sitting back on lunch break, you have like 30 minutes, you're pretty tired from hiking all day. It could have been snowing, raining, it could be frying hot, it could be all the above. And you're just relaxing and you're sitting by the beautiful rippling creek, and you have all the shooting stars blooming and all the different spring plants, and you're just in it. You're totally involved in nature and you're with the plants. And to me, that is the best experience you can have. To become an earth steward is to actually be out there and be in it. And it's hard. It's hard with our society, modern times, our jobs. And so the one thing I can suggest is get out there, get out to the woods, spend time in nature, If you don't have nearby places, go to the parks, go to the botanical gardens. Find some herb farms nearby that need some volunteers or offer workshops or classes, because spending time with the plants is where it's at.